Namaste viewers. Today we are going to see the multiplication by vertically and crosswise method of polynomials. Before I take up the actual multiplication, let us recollect what a polynomial is. A polynomial is an algebraic expression where there are variables and coefficients, oblique constants, which are real numbers, but the powers of the variables are positive whole numbers. Let us see some of these terms like algebraic expression. What's algebraic expression? Algebraic expression uses the alphabets of a language. So here we are using English language to solve a problem of numbers, that is the numerical problems. And there are variables whose value is one variable or more than one variable, and whose values are to be found out. And these variables are associated with what we call as coefficients or constants, because their value is constant for a given expression. Here A, B, C and D have been shown as constants, or they are also called coefficients because they make the variable that much efficient. They are associated with the variable and make it that much efficient. And these are real numbers. Real numbers are, you have the counting numbers, you have the whole numbers, you have the integers, you have the rational numbers, you have irrational numbers. So all these numbers, they are called real numbers. And one more thing is the powers of these variables. Here it is one variable I have shown, that is x, whose powers are in whole numbers. So that's very important, that a polynomial never has power in minus or in real numbers. So it has always the whole numbers as the power. So a polynomial has many terms. So here, for example, there are two terms in the variable x. So you see only one value of x, and still we are calling it a polynomial because bx has a power of x as 0, and anything which has a power of 0 is equal to 1. So bx raised to the power 0 is 1. So that's why this is a polynomial. This is a linear polynomial. This is a quadratic polynomial. This is a cubic polynomial with 4 terms. So we are going to discuss today how we vertically multiply these polynomials in one variable or more than one variables, as you will see later, x, y, z. So these are the 3 polynomials that we'll be dealing in the coming slides. The vertically and crosswise method we have already discussed in the previous 2 YouTube videos. Multiplication 2 to 3 digit numbers and 4 and 5 digits number. So if you have not seen those, part 1 and part 2 of this series, please go through them, and then it will be very easy for you to understand the multiplication of polynomials. So multiplication of polynomials in one line is a bit different than the digit numbers that you have already seen in my previous videos, that there only we have the additions, but here, because the coefficients may be having negative values and hence they have to be subtracted wherever you get such values. So you have to mentally add and subtract these numbers while you are multiplying the polynomials. So in this video, I'll be dealing with 2 to 4 terms only, which will be multiplied with a linear, quadratic or cubic polynomial, or 1 term, 2 terms, 3 terms, and 4 terms polynomials. Let's have multiplications of 5x plus 8y into 3x plus 7y, 9x plus 5y into 6x minus 7y, and 6p plus 5 cube into 6p minus 5 cube, which is a identity you must be knowing. A plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. So here we see how we do it in with Vedic math, multiplying vertically and crosswise. So here we start from the left hand side and not from the right hand side, as we do with the numbers, the digits. So we start with the left hand side because you get the highest power, that has to be written first, and then still lower, and then still lower, and the other variable goes on increasing, one variable goes on decreasing. So this is very easy with this. So we vertically multiply the left hand values. 5x into 3x is 15x square. Then we cross multiply these. So 8 into 3 is 24. 5 into 7 is 35. 24 plus 35 is 59. So x into y is xy. So it is plus 59xy. And then we vertically multiply. 8y with 7y is 56y square. So it's very easy, and you can, without looking for the places where to put them. So you keep on putting these values from left to right. So here is 9x plus 5y into 6x minus 7y. So 6 into 9 is 54x square. 5 into 6 is 30, and 7 into 9 is minus 63. So the higher value is 63. So we subtract 30 from this and we get minus 33. So the higher value gets the sign, and the lower value is subtracted from the higher value, and the sign is for the higher value, which may be negative or positive. And then we multiply. 5 into 7 is plus minus minus, so minus we put first, and then 35y square. So here 6p into 6p is 36p square. Then here you get 30 plus and 30 minus, so they are subtracting, and you get 0 here. And then 5 into 5 is minus 25 q square. So that's how we do it. And here are some more examples we are doing. 12x minus 3 into 7x minus 4. 12 into 7 is 84. X into x is x square. So 12 into 4 is minus 48x. And 7 into 3 is minus 21x. So 48 plus 21 is 69. So they are minus values. So minus 69x. And minus to minus is plus, and 4 into 3 is 12. The next example, 2x square plus 4 into 3x minus 9. So 2 into 3 is 6, and x square into x is x cube. Then we cross multiply. 9 into 2 is 18, and plus minus is minus. So minus 18x square cross. And this value, the other cross value, gives us plus 12x. So they are not similar terms because they have the same variable but with different powers, and hence they cannot be added. They have to be written separately. So first we put the higher value of x and then the lower value of x. So it is then 12x, and then for plus into minus is minus, and 4 into 9 is 36. So in minus 36 we put here. Here is another example of a cubic values two variable a plus b type equation, and what we get here is 2 into 2 is 4, y3 into y3, the powers are added, so it becomes y6. And then if we cross multiply this, so it is minus 6 y cube z cube and plus 6 y cube z cube. So they get us a 0 here, and then plus minus minus, and 3 into 3 is 9, and z cube into z cube is z6. So that's your answer. Let's now have the example of a quadratic polynomial where the highest power is 2. So we are multiplying 5x square plus 9x minus 8 into 7x square minus 5x plus 6. So in my previous YouTube video, you must have seen the pattern of multiplication. That is, the extreme left and extreme right are vertically multiplied. Then the next two values from either side are cross multiplied and added. And the middle value, we get three values here. The extreme values are cross multiplied, and the middle one is vertically multiplied, and we get three values here which are to be added or subtracted as the sign go for them. So let's have this example and understand this. So we start from the left hand side, we vertically multiply. So 7 into 5 is 35, and x square into x square is x4. Then we cross multiply this. So 7 into 9 is 63 plus, and 5 into 5 is 25 with minus sign here. So minus 25, and x square into x is x cube. Then the next one we are getting cross multiply the extreme values. So 5 into 6 is 30 plus 7 into 8 is 56, and there is plus minus minus, so it's minus 56, and the middle value, which is vertically multiplies, 9 into 5 is 45, and plus minus minus, so 30 minus 45 minus 56, and this is giving vertically x square, and this is also giving us x square values, so they are added or subtracted, and then we cross multiply these two values, and we get 54 and 40 with x values, and then we vertically multiply plus minus minus, so 8 into 6 is 48, and then we add and subtract these, so 63 minus 25 is 38 plus, then here you have 71 minus x square, and here 54 plus 40 is 90 x and minus 48. So this way you can do it in one line. You can mentally add these numbers and directly have the answer like this. So for your convenience, I have put the values like this so that you understand how the values are to be added or subtracted. Let's have some examples in real time. So x square plus 8x minus 7 multiplied by 6x square minus 2x minus 3. So x square into 6x square gives us 6x raised to the power 4 when we vertically multiply them. Then we cross multiply them, these two values. So 6 into 8 is 48 plus, and this is minus 2. So plus 46, x square into x is x cube. Then we cross multiply these values. So minus 3x square, minus 42x square, and minus 16x square by vertically multiplying them, and the total is minus 61x square. Then we cross multiply these, minus 24x and plus 14x is minus 10x, and then we vertically multiply, minus to minus is plus, and 7 to 3 is 21. So that's the answer. Here is a quadratic polynomial multiplied by a linear polynomial. So we cross multiply these two, and 5x square minus 5x gives you minus 25x cube. Then we cross multiply 5x square with 4 to get 20x square, and 3x into minus 5x vertically we get minus 15. So 20 minus 15 is plus 5x square. Then we cross multiply them. 12x plus 10x is 22x, and 4 into 2 vertically multiplied, plus minus minus, and it is 8. So that's the answer. Let's now have linear polynomial with three variables, x, y, and z, with their coefficients as a, b, c, d, e, and f. So as we do in 3 into 3 terms multiplication, so as you have seen in the last slide also, so we get one value, two values, three values, and then two values and one value being added or subtracted. But here there will be a difference, because in these three values the two will have to be added or subtracted, and third one, which is having a different power of variable, and the variables also, that has to be kept separate. Let's see how we do it in a real-time example. So let's multiply 3x minus 5y minus 7z with 2x minus 8y plus 3z. So we vertically multiply 3x with 2x to get 6x squared. Then we cross multiply these two. So minus 10xy minus 24xy to get minus 34xy. Then we cross multiply these two. 3x into 3z is 9xz, and 2x into minus 7z is minus 14. So minus 14 and plus 9 gives you minus 5xz, and here the vertical multiplication gives you a y square value, so it is plus 40y square. We put it here separately, and then we cross multiply this, so minus 15yz we cross multiply these to get plus 56. Plus 56 minus 15 yz gives you plus 41 yz. And then we cross multiply these with plus minus 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 21 z square. So it's quite easy to write in one line without thinking where to put them one below the other as we do in usual math. Let's now take up multiplication of cubic polynomials with a linear, quadratic and cubic polynomial in one line. So the first example is 2x cubed minus 7x squared plus 3x minus 9 multiplied by 8x plus 4. This I have split it in two parts, and let's see how we use the vertical and crosswise method. First we put this 8x plus 4 on the left hand side and have the cross multiplication here and the vertical multiplication. 2x cubed into 8x is 16x raised to the power 4. Then 8 into 7 is minus 56x cubed plus 8x cubed is minus 48x cubed. Then we multiply these two values vertically and we get minus 28x squared. We shift these two values on this side and get the value of x squared from here. So what we getting is 24x squared. So minus 28 plus 24 is minus 4x squared. Then we cross multiply this. So plus 12x minus 72x is minus 60x, and then 4 into 9 is 36, and plus minus minus, so minus 36. So this way it becomes easier to use the vertical and crosswise method. Now we have 6x cubed plus 7x squared minus 2x minus 3 multiplied by a quadratic polynomial 4x squared plus 5x plus 7. So there are 4 terms and 3 terms here, so put a 0 here and then have the usual cross multiplication and vertical multiplication. So for vertical multiplication you get 6 into 0 is 0. So we cross multiply these two values. So we get 24x raised to the power 5, and here no value coming. So 24x raised to the power 5. Then we have to cross multiply these two values and vertically multiply these two values. So we get here 30x raised to the power 4, no value from here, and 28x raised to the power 4. So 30 plus 28 is 58x raised to the power 4. Then we have to cross multiply these two values and cross multiply these two values and to get 4 values. So here 6 into 7 is 42. Then you have another plus 35. 42 plus 35 is 77 minus 8x cubed by cross multiplying these. So this will come to 69x raised to the power 3. Then we have to cross multiply these. So 7 into 7 is 49x squared minus 12x squared. 49 minus 12 is 37. And vertically multiply these. 5 into 2 minus 10. So we get 27x squared. And then we cross multiply these. So minus 14 minus 15 is minus 29x. And then we vertically multiply. 7 into 3 is minus 21. Let's have a multiplication of cubic polynomial with another cubic polynomial. So we vertically multiply these two. 6 into 2 is 12. X into 3 into x into 3 is x raised to the power 6. Then we cross multiply these two and we get minus 42 plus 14 is minus 28 x raised to the power 5. Then we cross multiply to get x4 values and vertically multiply these. So 6 into 3 is 18. 18 minus 4 is 14, and then this is minus 49. Minus 49 plus 14 is minus 35 x raised to the power 4. Then we have to cross multiply these extreme values and cross multiply these middle values to get x3 values. So 6 into 9 is minus 54. Minus 54 minus 6 is minus 60. Then we get values here, plus 21 and plus 14. 21 plus 14 is 35. So minus 60 plus 35 is minus 25, x raised to power 3. Then we cross multiply these and vertically multiply these to get x square values. So it's minus 63. And here we get minus 6, minus 69. And here we get plus 21. So it's minus 48, x raised to power 2. Then we cross multiply these to get x values. So plus 18 minus 9 is plus 9x. And then we vertically multiply these to get 27. So this way it's very easy to do this multiplication in one line. So thank you very much for listening. So repeat multiplications will help you to develop a good base and understand the methods fully. Thank you very much for listening. See you next time. If you like my videos, please subscribe the channel so that you can get the notification of my shortly upcoming videos, which are listed here.